like a Walker student, because that's what I want to be when I grow up. So today we are about to hear from Ms. Schlich's class, but before we do that, I'm going to bring up a group of students, and because the way you guys are dressed at your careers, when you get time to start your career, whatever wonderful field that might be in, we are going to be preparing you and getting you ready for that until you are ready to do that and go to college and then you figure out what you want to do. There's going to be a lot of times where leadership is really, really important. And I want to bring up some of our student leaders today. So if my student council members would come up front for me. And in case our parents don't know, you're going to see lots of different ages. One student out of every class meets with me every other week. And we talk about ways we can help the community. And we go out into the community and help different students in different schools in lots of different ways. So we've actually had our last meeting this past week. And I just want to encourage all of you, if you want to try out or run for student council next year, I wanted these guys to tell you what they liked best about student council and maybe how they grew. What was something that they did and they felt like they grew from that. So here we go, Stefania.
I learned from the trips that we took to Powers Ferry. We gave charity donations to the children at Powers Ferry, and it taught me to see what good and others can do for you. What I liked about student council was you get to go on special field trips to help other people at other schools. I liked best going to Powers Ferry and reading to the other kids, and I learned giving other kids a chance to read. I liked best the last time at our meeting that we would go around trying to find an envelope, and depending on what number you had, that's what prize you got. One thing that I enjoyed about student council is being able to go to different communities and different schools and see how different their life is from ours. What I learned from student council is to give back to people.
What I liked from student council was that I got to represent my class and be a leader.
My favorite thing about student council was making the trees for Christmas. My favorite thing about student council was making the Valentine boxes and giving them to the people at Powers Ferry Elementary.
My favorite thing about student council is learning to be a better leader.
My favorite thing about student council was going to Powers Ferry and helping out people that were in need that couldn't afford turkey on Thanksgiving when we could, so we helped out.
I liked helping people at Powers Ferry and giving them stuff that we already had.
My favorite thing about student council was going to Powers Ferry and reading to them, and I encourage you to try out next year.
I also like decorating Valentine boxes and giving them to Powers Ferry.
I liked going to Powers Ferry and reading to all the kids.
Powers Ferry, the school Powers Ferry, we partnered with that school, and ours was a sister school to them this year and helped them with lots of different activities and gave them some things that they needed and the students needed so they could have a better school experience. So I want to give these kids one more round of applause for all their leadership this year.